Hello students, today we are going to continue with the same chapter, that is conservation of plants and animals. In this chapter, today we are going to deal with conservation of wildlife. Okay, in order to learn this, let's fill up this table. I want you children to fill up this table. Okay, use this map. According to this map, you need to fill these national park column, wildlife sanctuary column and biosphere reserve. Okay, these things you need to cover with using the help of this map. And I want you children to write this in your class workbook. This map is important. You need to write this in class workbook along with this table. Okay, so let's begin with conservation of wildlife. Conservation of wildlife, what does it mean? As this chapter itself says that conservation of plants and animals, isn't it? So in detail we are going to learn what conservation of wildlife. So it refers to preservation, protection or restoration of wildlife and their environment, isn't it? So what happens here, we need to, it refers to conservation of wildlife means it refers to preservation, protection and restoration of wildlife in the and their environment. So this means conservation of wildlife. Preservation ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, it means that we need to preserve. Okay, ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, preserve ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಮುಂದಿನ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ಗೆ it has to be useful. And protection has to be given in order to conserve wildlife, isn't it? And restoration for the wildlife. So this means the conservation of wildlife here. In conservation of wildlife, it includes the following activities. The very first basic activity we have written here is the Enactation of Wildlife Act. Okay, the Enactation of Wildlife Act. What does it mean? Let's learn in detail. And the second one we have here is Species Preservation and Assemblage Protection. Species Preservation and Assemblage Protection. Okay, this is the second one that includes the following activities in conservation of wildlife. And the third one we have here is National Parks Sanctuary. Okay, you might have heard so many national parks and sanctuaries, isn't it? That also we are going to study in this chapter. And then we have, it provides the protection. Okay, so it provides the protection of rare species. Enactation means where it protection of rare species. ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ರೇರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಸಿಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಸ್ ರೇರ್. ಸಿಗದೇನೆ ಇರೋವಂಥದ್ದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ದ ರೇರ್ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಪೈಥಾನ್, elephants are also there in India. I'm not including only for India, it's all over the world. The rate of elephant is decreased, so we can call that as rare species. And tigress, okay, the number of tigress is also decreasing of the wildlife by prohibiting their hunting for various reasons. Okay, what happens here, so they take the teeth of the elephants, danta anta ಏನಂತೀವಲ್ಲ, so those things will be taken from elephants. And tigers, obviously the skin part of the tiger will be taken. By hunting these things they prohibits. This is all prohibiting, andre tade hidibeku. Okay, these things means this all conservation of wildlife. This includes conservation of wildlife. And then we have, that is establishment of biosphere reserves. Okay, so establishment of biosphere reserves means it conserves biotic community of plants and animals. You may ask that what do you mean by biotic community? So biotic community means where it's an area. Okay, so for example it will be a big area. Let's take this as a very big area. So where there will be a setup in order to preserve biodiversity. Okay, biodiversity is the ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, it's a large area where there can be consumed or can be conserved. Okay, they conserve wildlife over there. For such one we take it as biotic community. So for example, lots in a large scale of area, trees will be there or else animals will be there. Okay, for all such reasons we take it as the establishment of biosphere reserves. Okay, so either it can be plants and animals, so it conserves biotic community of plants and animals. I hope you children got an idea about the establishment of biosphere. Okay, and then we have species preservation and assemblage protection. Okay, the second one is species preservation and assemblage protection. What does it mean? It means that it can be done by setting up national parks and sanctuaries. ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದರೆ can be done with national parks. We have lots and lots of national parks in our India, and as well as we do have some sanctuaries. Okay, so this is the species preservation and assemblage protection. So ee taranu ನಾವು we can conserve the wildlife. Is that okay? So there are lots and lots and many ways in ideas are there to conserve wildlife, sanctuaries, national parks, everything. So ellanu ondu madakoskara we have set up a certain idea with national parks and sanctuaries like this. Okay, so species preservation and assemblage protection. And then we have the national parks. Okay, so national parks, coming on to the national parks, it is an area reserved for welfare of wildlife. Okay, it's an area reserved for welfare of wildlife, and it is strictly ban activities like hunting, poaching and grazing. Already we have gone through with poaching, grazing and hunting, isn't it? ಇದು ಮೂರು ಏನಂತ ನಮಗೆ already we have gone through the basic ideas. So along with that, national parks means it is an area. Okay, national park means it's an area, okay, where reserved for welfare of wildlife, and it is strictly ban activities like hunting madangilla alli, then poaching is not allowed, and grazing is also not allowed in national parks. It's only the area where we can see the wildlife. Okay, the species we can see over there. Hunting, poaching, capturing photos is all strictly banned over here in these areas. Okay, so for example you can take Bandipur National Park. It's a very good example for national parks. Okay, and then moving on to sanctuaries. So as we already gone through with national parks means, then also we need to go through with sanctuaries. So it means that it's an area preserved for conservation of wildlife, and operations like timber trees, collection of minor forest products, etc. are all allowed here. So ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ sanctuaries ಅಲ್ಲಿ, even it's national parks is different, where they go and reserve, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಟು ಸಾಕುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ there is lots and lots of reserved animals are there in national parks, whereas in sanctuaries it is slightly different compared to national parks. So you can see here it's an area preserved for conservation of wildlife and operations like timber trees. Okay, timber trees collection and minor forest products is all over collected here, and this all certain things can be allowed in sanctuaries. Okay, so this is also comes under the conservation of wildlife. And then we have flora and fauna. Wow, this is very good and interesting topic. Okay, what do you mean by flora and fauna? So flora and fauna means the plants and animals found in a particular area are termed as flora and fauna of that area. Okay, so it's a plant and animals found in particular area. Okay, where conservation of wildlife is very important, isn't it? We know that conservation of wildlife is very important. What all comes under this? Enenalla barbodu? So plants and animals may come, isn't it? So conservation of wildlife means plants and animals, both it includes. There's a technical term used. Okay, that only the technical term what we use here is flora and fauna. Flora means plants and fauna means animals. This is very important, children. You must like keep it in your mind. Okay, Flora means it's plants, fauna means it's animals. So it's very important. So there are different types of flora and fauna present in a forest. Okay, I hope you children got an idea. There are lots and lots of plants and animals. So here you can see with the picture, that is flora and fauna means flora means plant, fauna means animals. So you can see here in the picture, that is figure 7.2. There is among 3, 2, 4, 6 are there. So these are all flora and fauna found. Okay, and then we have, moving on to the species. What is the species? Okay, there are group of population capable of interbreeding and have common characteristics. Okay, where interbreeding and have common characteristics. So for example, you can take like lion and tiger. Okay, both have 2 hands and 2 legs. Similarly, lion has also 2 legs and 2 hands. So both look common characters irutte, but their nature depends. So allinda tiger ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಇದೆ, lion ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, but species are like almost similar. Okay, so wildlife species on the basis of being threatened or extinct are being classified into different characteristics. Okay, so wildlife species on the basis of being threatened or extinct, they are being classified into different characteristics. Okay, they have been characterized in different. So let's see what are those. And the first one we have here is in the species, that is we have endemic species, then we have vulnerable species, then we have endangered species. So these are the species that comes under in our chapter. So let's learn in detail in this about these things in the next session. Okay, I want you children to take the pictures, take a color xerox of these pictures and paste it in your class workbooks. Okay, all the 6. Thank you.